Disneyland is coming to the Middle East for the very first time. Disney just made a huge announcement, and it's not in California, Florida, Paris, or even Tokyo. It's Abu Dhabi. But here's the question: why Abu Dhabi? Why not Dubai, which already gets all the international attention, or Saudi Arabia, which is spending billions on mega projects? Today, we're breaking down why Disney picked Abu Dhabi and what this means from a business, tourism, and global strategy point of view. Before we dive into Disney's big announcement, let's talk about the stage it's happening on, the United Arab Emirates, or UAE. The UAE is a small but incredibly wealthy country in the Middle East, made up of 7 emirates with Abu Dhabi as its capital and Dubai as its flashy city. It's known for its luxury, skyscrapers, and rapid growth. But there's more to it than just oil money. The UAE has been working hard over a decade to diversify its economy, moving away from oil and turning itself into a global hub for tourism, finance, logistics, and culture. In fact, 71% of its gross domestic product is non-oil, and location matters. Some might think that Disneyland should go to Australia or even India, but UAE has a regional edge over these countries. In many ways, the UAE is positioning itself as the Middle East version of Singapore or Hong Kong, small, strategic, and business-friendly. And with tourism now one of its biggest bets, bringing in over 24 million international visitors, it's no surprise that Disney wants a piece of that momentum. Abu Dhabi is rapidly building a post-oil economy, and tourism is a central pillar of that transformation. Compare that to India. While India's GDP is enormous, the theme park infrastructure there is extremely underdeveloped. Operational costs are high, and land is expensive near urban centers, with regulatory hurdles super steep with lots of red tape. Australia is a good choice too, but with just 26 million people and a slow tourism post-pandemic, the market is simply too small to justify a billion-dollar brand like Disney. Disney is not shy about taking huge risks and gambles. Recent struggles in the US and China, from political controversies to economic pressures, have pushed them to find lower risk, high reward international models, and that's exactly Abu Dhabi offers. Let's talk about where Abu Dhabi is and its strategic location. Abu Dhabi just isn't a city, it's a global crossroads. Located in the Middle East, it's in a perfect location with neighboring access to Africa, Middle East, and even in India. Abu Dhabi is within a 4-hour flight of 1/3 of the world's population, and the UAE handles over 120 million passengers a year through its airports. It has strategic proximity to India, Europe, Africa, and Asia. Canadians in the US can travel to Disney World and Disneyland. In Asia, there's already the Shanghai Disneyland and Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea. And in Europe, there's Disneyland Paris. So it makes sense to open up in a location where there isn't already an existing Disneyland or Disney World. When you build a Disneyland, you don't just think about local families. You think about tourists, lots of them. Abu Dhabi has become one of the most accessible cities on the planet. It's got one of the world's best connected airports. It's clean, safe, and generally wealthy. Plus, the region's massive expat population means there's already an international audience hungry for family-friendly entertainment. And here's the wild card. With countries like India seeing a rise in middle-class travel, Disneyland Abu Dhabi isn't just well located, it's perfectly timed. Abu Dhabi already has existing popularity and success with other theme parks. It's not like Disneyland is opening up in the middle of the desert. In fact, in 2024, the UAE welcomed over 24 million visitors. Its tourism sector grew 9.5% year over year, and Yas Island alone hosts SeaWorld, Warner Brothers, and Ferrari World. For Disney, they're not entering a blank slate where they have to build existing infrastructure. They're entering an ecosystem. There's already momentum, and most importantly, audience demand. Ferrari World has the world's fastest roller coaster, and families already go to Yas Island. Disneyland won't need to create demand, it just needs to catch the wave. And it seems like individuals and families are excited about the prospects of a Disneyland close by to them. Disneyland's business partner is important to the creation of this park. In fact, Disneyland isn't actually building this park. Miral is a government-backed developer in Abu Dhabi, and just like in Tokyo Disneyland, Disney's just licensing the brand. They're not actually building the infrastructure because Miral is going to handle the construction and operations. There's no capital risk for Disney, so basically at a minimal cost, there's significant upside and reward. Think of it as Disney renting out its brand. They keep the magic, the creative control, and the global reputation without billions in upfront investment. Building a new Disneyland can be very expensive when you build it from scratch. So when you have a partner who's going to invest upfront the capital, Disney is just going to reap the rewards. Plus, the design will feature indoor and outdoor attractions, which is key in a desert climate. Disney is adapting its formula to fit the region, not forcing the region to fit the formula. As Bob Iger says, it's going to be authentic to the Disney brand, but uniquely Emirati, in that it's going to feature the Disney magic, but still have unique aspects of the Emirati culture that will set it apart from other parks in the world. Here are my 3 keys to success for Abu Dhabi and why it's a great location for Disneyland. First, it's a booming tourist destination. It's one of the most globally accessible cities on Earth, and with close proximity to countries of growing middle class such as India, UAE, Qatar, and even countries in Africa, it makes perfect sense to expand to this area. Disney Abu Dhabi is shaping up to be more than just a theme park. It's a masterclass in global business strategy, and it might just reshape how entertainment giants expand in the future. It's the perfect opportunity to build unique rides, attractions, and infrastructure that sets it apart from other Disney parks, but also meets the audience demand for the area. This isn't just a park, it's a power move, and it's going to shape the next decade of global entertainment. What do you think? Will Disneyland Abu Dhabi be a hit? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos such as this related to business and popular culture on my YouTube channel. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.